It is in conversation with Mr. Surajit Bose, Joint Director of Tourism, West Bengal. Welcome to our show, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, I'd like to know what are the new projects that West Bengal has in line to enhance its tourism opportunities.
Yeah, West Bengal actually, for the last government when it was sworn in 2011, this government has given more emphasis on tourism than the previous government. So it has different dimensions. One thing is there has been a substantial increase in the budgetary provisions. This is number one. Number two, there has been, government is going for 2 or 3 completely new destinations. One is very near to Gangtok, I mean it's in the foothills of Himalayas, it's coming up, it's called Kajol Doba, Teesta barrage project. It's a huge project, it's 208 acres of land. We have got a completely free land and we are developing it. Government is developing on PPP mode. It's basically government will do the infrastructure, it has already been done. The land has been made up, the water supply, electricity, then roads, then sewerage, everything has been made up. And now we are bidding out basically. So the first bid has come out and it's very fortunate that we have, Starling Resorts has taken one bid. So they will be developing a star category resorts there. There will be star category resorts, budget resorts, then there will be a sort of a Ayurvedic spa, there will be a hospitality institute. So it's a very strategically located in the sense that it's in the bank of this Teesta barrage. On one side we have the forest, so there can be a tie-up with the forest regarding the elephant rides. And one side we have the Teesta canal where we can have the water sports. Another side is the barrage itself. And from them we can view the hills also. So forest, water, hills all together. So what we were planning, basically it will be an ecotourism hub where people will stay. And since it is very near to the other locations like Gorumara, Chapramari, Jollapara, where we do not have that much of quality accommodation, people can stay and move out. It will be a, say, a hotspot sort of a thing. This will be another important factor. It will be a 9-hole golf course will be there. So it will be again a resort concept. So for budget, tourists of all categories, budget categories, star categories, relaxing, something like that, it will be a new destination. It will come up. So it will take some time, but more or less it is picking up. This is number one. Number two is another project in the down south in Sundarbans. It's called Jhorkhali. It's an island. But again, Jhorkhali will be the gateway to the Sundarbans. Here we are developing in PPP mode again. So the entire stretch of land we will be just demarcating into between star category hotels, budget category hotels, then will be amenity centers, something like that. There again, the budget hotel has started up. So this will be again a destination, new destination. Another island sort of a thing that is in the Hooghly district is called Sabujdweep. In Bengal, it's very popular. It's a picnic destination basically. So that we are developing it. Right now, it's just a barren piece of land. So people go and do a day picnic and come back. So now it has been bidded out. It is again a PPP mode. Agency has taken up the job. We will be doing the infrastructure like jetty. We will be doing the roads. We will be doing the electricity, and they will develop it. It will be there will be some cottages. There will be some butterfly park sort of a thing, a picnic spot, and a total complete island. So these are the 3 major projects that are being taken up right at this moment. And besides that, we are also emphasizing on homestays. So there are some destinations coming up like tourism destination, Sitong. It will be inaugurated very recently, between a day or two. There will be some cottages in Sitong. It's another place called Magurmari. It's in Duars, and these are the characteristics of these homestays are basically that local people has been involved. So people will get a taste of the local food, local culture, something like that. It's not staying in a luxury resort. It's staying with the people. It's staying with the community. So this Magurmari Sitong is coming up. We are also emphasizing tea tourism. The tea tourism government has given a policy. So one tea garden has already been, they are in Ranishera Tea Estate. They are coming up with 6-10 cottages. Other tea tourism policies are also in the offing. So this is the destination part. Another part is government has come up with an incentive policy. So that new tourism units that are willing to set up bases here, they will get some incentives. Incentives in the form of capital subsidy, incentives in the form of interest subsidy, incentives in the form of say VAT reimbursement, electricity duty, something like that, so that people are incentivized. It's another thing that is going on. Another important thing that we are taking up is regarding the publicity and promotion. We feel the other states like Kerala and Gujarat, they are going great guns only because we think they have potential, but their publicity has reached to some heights that people, when they recollect and when they think of India, generally the conception of India is basically the Golden Triangle, Jaipur, Agra and Delhi. And now they are talking of Kerala. So if we want to take it to that level, that the publicity element should have an international standard. It should touch the people. I mean, the domestic and the international client, there should be a professional outlook in the publicity material. There should be it should appeal our senses. In that way, we have engaged a good international firm, basically National Ogilvy and Mather, and they are our creative partner. They have developed, say, the publicity material that we are going to release regarding the press, regarding the TV, regarding the FM, something like that. And there will be a synergy because the very important part is that this time we have come up with a new logo. Our logo has changed. It was Beautiful Bengal before. Now it's Experience Bengal, the sweetest part of India. It has come out after a lot of deliberation and discussion. Why experience? Because nowadays tourism has taken a different meaning. It's not only visiting a place, it's experience something. It's activity-based, experiencing, it just appeals to all your senses. You just don't go and stay in a hotel, take a ride and something like that. You experience the culture, you experience the food, you experience the local peoples, mingle with the local people. So Bengal is a place where you can experience. I mean, Calcutta is a city which is different from other cities in the sense that Delhi, obviously, the infrastructure-wise is better. Bombay, it's different. But Calcutta has a vibrancy. That vibrancy has to be felt. You have to experience it. So that's why. And the sweetest part is basically that Bengal is obviously it's metaphorical, but Bengal is basically related to sweets. People of Bengal are sweet, their hospitality is sweet, ladies are very sweet, their language is very sweet, Rabindra Sangeet is very sweet, so everything is sweet. I mean, you don't recollect Punjab as sweet, it is a hard and hatti-katti, but Bengal is a much more softer state. So that in that way, the entire theme has been devised, Experience Bengal, the sweetest part of India. So based on the theme, we will be developing the creatives. The creatives will reflect the logo, so that the hospitality part is taken care of. In the the print media, in that film that is going to take up, and we are also roping in with Shah Rukh Khan with the film, so that it has an international presence and a national presence. So obviously it's a brand ambassador of Bengal. So we are thinking that if Shah Rukh Khan comes in the film, we are negotiating with him. If it comes, so it will have a different dimension. Shah Rukh Khan is, for the domestic audience, Shah Rukh Khan is very popular. So in this way, we are moving ahead. But obviously, tourism, you understand, tourism is not a one-day affair. In Kerala, what has Kerala done is it took around 13 to 14 years to make a brand. Brand build-up, it takes time. So Bengal started off a bit late, obviously with the new government coming in. So it's picking up, the footfall is picking up. People are showing more interest. We are participating in different fairs and festivals, the domestic fairs, international fairs. Bengal, first our intention is to make Bengal visible. It should be visible first. Then people will think about visiting the state. You should make yourself visible. So we are making ourselves visible everywhere. Wherever we are promoting, say, outdoor hoarding, we will go for outdoor hoarding, Delhi, Bombay Airport. We are making puja more national. We have come up with Times of India this time, this campaign, puja campaign. So they are making the campaign a domestic campaign. Like it is not only restricted to Calcutta itself. So they are making Times of India, All India editions, our puja packages are coming up. In Delhi and Bombay Airport, our puja visuals are coming up. We are sending push mails for puja. Visit Bengal during the pujas. SMS to puja. So it's in a way, the campaign, we are making a 360 campaign. Obviously, it will take some time, but we are very much confident that within a few years, Bengal tourism, Bengal will be one of the most preferred destinations in the state, in the country.
And tell us something about social media, since you're very much into social media. And
social media, we have a team of social media. They are looking after our social media. Our Facebook hits, likes have gone completely from zero within the last 1 year, which is now 4 lakhs something. So social media, Facebook, Twitter is doing very well. Still now we have not been into online, we are developing apps also. So apps are also coming up. We have developed a Durga Puja app, we are developing a Puja app, the tourism apps also. So still now we are restricted to Facebook, Twitter, but online publicity we are thinking of. Once we are ready with the creatives for media, other medias, we will go for online also. Because the younger generations are more tech savvy, they take more interest in the online. In that way, online campaign is not reached up to that height, but we will definitely go for online campaign. Definitely.
Okay. And anything particularly for the pujas, something really like
pujas, basically what we do, puja has already come. Puja, basically what we do is basically our corporation. We have a department and a corporation. The corporate, like every state has. The corporation takes up the commercial part. They run the packages, they run the buses, they run the lodges. So corporation always, like last year or year before last, they have devised some packages. The packages there give the opportunity there for a tourist to visit the famous pujas, particularly the old pujas. I mean the pujas that are more than 100 years, 150 years old, in the Zamindar palaces. So that type of pujas, they take a ride there. We have a boat cruise where pujas is being held, and they take her to the Ganges and a lunch there. Then the immersion trips is also there. Then we also take them tourists to the pujas in the villages. So what is puja outside the city? There are some trips there. So most of the packages are full. I mean, it's already full because puja is just a week away. So most of the packages run very good. We can, there is plenty of opportunity to develop it because maybe we have some restrictions regarding the number of buses we operate, the number of cruises we operate. So if there is an increase in demand, if we can generate a demand in the national market, so there will be, there can be more other packages in the following years. But right now, the puja packages are doing very well, and it's good. No problem.
All right. And the government of India is coming up with river cruise packages and Ganges enhancements and tourism.
The government of India has approved a package of, not a package, rather a scheme. It's called Sweetest Darshan.
Yeah.
It is, and for Bengal it will be a beach circuit.
Okay.
So it will be a beach circuit because Bengal we have a long beach. I mean Digha, Mandaramani, Tajpur, Sankarpur in the eastern part, and if you go to the another Sundarban side, besides the Sundarban we have the Jhorkhali, Gangasagar. These are all beaches. So there will be a complete beach. It will be a proposal beach package. It will be a Sweetest Darshan thing, and the government of India has already approved it. And recently, I think in the last, today on 12, 13, 14, Government of India representative is coming to go take a recce of the beach. So it will come up. So once the government gives us the money, there will be you can see, in any ways, Digha has transformed a lot during the last few years. And once this Sweetest Darshan comes into place, there will be definitely, because Bengal has the unique distinction of having the beach, having the hills, having the forest, having the mangroves. All the natural beauties are there in Bengal. In Sikkim, you have the hills, but you don't have the sea. But Bengal have a hill, has a sea, heritage, culture, beach. Calcutta is a megacity. So everything we have, excepting a desert. So obviously, Bengal has a lot of potential.
Are you planning to have a desert?
No. Bengal has a lot of potential. So we have to just harness the potential. It has been underutilized, and so we have to utilize it to the full.
So what kind of a support are you looking from the government of India?
Government of India, last 1 or 2 years we didn't get any support, only because of the fact that we couldn't utilize the fund properly. The UC was not there. But in any case, we have already neutralized all the areas. So right now we have no problem. So government of India has promised us right at this moment the Sweetest Darshan. So once the Sweetest Darshan comes up, we get the fund. It will be a big project. So next financial year, we will go for newer projects. So we will work in tandem with government of India. There is no problem.
Wonderful. And any sustainable projects that are being thought of?
Sustainable in the sense? No, in the sense that we are more onto ecotourism. Basically, we emphasize more on ecotourism. Kajol Doba will be an ecotourism project. Jhorkhali will be an ecotourism project. These homestays and ecotourism cottages are all ecotourism. We are in favor of sustainable and responsible tourism. But obviously, government, what should be the role of the government? Government should be basically laying the guidelines, laying the basic parameters, the infrastructure. Then they will go to accessibility, then the safety security, then you see the publicity. But basically tourism should come up of its own. The private players have a lot to play. The tourism is not a government-owned industry. Government obviously has a role to play, but government will give the direction, government will give the vision. But obviously there are plenty of, nowadays very many private players are coming up. Another thing that we can harness that has not been harnessed to the full is that West Bengal has a lot of, we have identified some palaces there. Some zamindari palaces which are in the ruins. So many people are interested in developing those. So 1 or 2 have developed in private capacity. We don't mind private intervention, but these can be in Rajasthan. What Rajasthan has done, the forts have been transformed into hotels. Many of the castles have been transformed into hotels. Here we can do, do not have any forts, but we have good palaces. I mean, that palaces are basically down in the ruins. So what we can do, and private party can come, we can have facilitate. These can be transformed into some heritage hotel sort of a thing, or museum sort of a thing. That it can be a nodal center from where people can stay and go about nearby places. So we have also identified some of these palaces where we are maybe private parties, if they're interested, they can come also. We are inviting private parties in every field. I mean, be it in the golf course, be it in the palaces. And Digha, they have identified a piece of land where they are asking for an amusement park sort of a thing. There also the private party can come in. So it will be a private. Some of the projects are going up in PPP mode. Some of the projects are government are taking up for itself, and some of the projects privates are doing up their own. And for that we are incentivizing. So in the whole, it will be a complete. It's a complementary. Private and public is complementary.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you.